Hello, my dear students. Hope you all are perfectly fine. Welcome back to your science class. Today we will study chapter number 4. Clothes are protector. As you all know, students, that clothes are one of the basic need of human beings. So we will discuss this need in this chapter. And at the end of the chapter, we will learn about the need for clothes, what are the types of clothes, and what are traditional dresses, and how we should take care of our clothes. So let's start our chapter. We will begin with the meaning of clothes. Clothing or clothes is fiber and textile material which is worn on the body. So in other words, you can easily define clothes as anything that we wear to cover our body. And students, the wearing of clothing is mostly restricted to human beings, and it is a feature of nearly all human beings. And lastly, the amount and type of clothing worn depends on physical, social, and geographical conditions of an area. So, after the short intro, let's move towards the importance or need of clothes. What is the need for clothes? Why do we wear clothes? First one is clothes protect us from different types of weather. This is one of the basic need why we wear clothes, because they protect us from every sort of weather. For example, clothes protect us from the scorching sunlight during summer season, and during winter season clothes protect us from the chill winds, and during rainy season we wear raincoats and gumboots to keep ourselves dry and clean. Another need for wearing clothes is that clothes protect us from the dust. As you all know, students, that air contains dust, and when we take off our clothes after wearing them for some time, we can see dust on our clothes. And if we do not wear clothes, all this dust would stay on our body. So in order to protect us from the dust and from the pollution, we wear clothes. Apart from dust, clothes also protect us from insect bites. There are so many insects present around us, for example mosquitoes, flies, etc. And by wearing full sleeve clothes, we can easily protect our body from those insect bites. So students, beside providing protection, clothes also helps us to identify the job of a person. By looking at the clothes of a person, you can easily identify that what that person does. For example, a doctor you can easily recognize with his uniform or dressing, and you can easily identify an astronaut with his uniform or clothing. Similarly, you can also recognize soldiers, policemen, etc. with the help of the clothes that they wear. So students, these are the few needs or importance for wearing clothes. They protect us from different harms, and they also helps us identify people, and of course clothes helps to make us look smart and beautiful. Moving further, let's now know about the types of clothes. As you all know, students, that we wear different types of clothes. From morning to night, we wear different types of clothes. We wear a uniform to school, we wear different clothes at home to a party, and yet a different one when we go to sleep at night. So there are so many types of clothes which we wear, but all our clothes are mainly made from two type of cloth material, which can be natural or man-made. So our clothes are mainly made from two type of fabrics, which can either be natural fabrics and secondly synthetic fabrics. Now what are natural and synthetic fabrics? Let us study a bit more about these two terms. First comes natural fabrics. Natural fabrics are made of fibers which are obtained either from plants or from animals. And student, fiber is a thread like material which can be formed into fabric, and then fabrics are used to make our clothes. So natural fabrics are those which are made with the fiber obtained from nature, as the name suggests, and they are mainly taken from plants or animals. For example, plants fibers include cotton and jute. Cotton is used to make clothes. Similarly, jute is also used to make clothes and other products, jute products. And animal fibers include wool and silk, which is obtained from, of course, sheep and silkworms. And wool is used to make woolen clothes, which we wear in winters because they keep our body warm. And silk is used to make silk clothes. So natural fabrics are very comfortable to wear and they are easily available from nature. That's why they are known as natural fabrics. Now moving forward, let's know about synthetic fabrics. Synthetic fabrics are those which are made by man. These fabrics are made from the fiber which is not obtained from nature. Instead, that fiber is created or made by man artificially. And that's why synthetic fabrics are also man-made fabrics. And the examples of synthetic fabrics include rayon or artificial silk, nylon, polyester and acrylic. All these are the examples of man-made fabrics, and these fabrics can be given special features while making them, and they can be made stretchable, waterproof, fireproof, etc. So if you are asked that which fabrics are waterproof, fireproof, etc., you can easily tell that those are synthetic fabrics because they are man-made and they can be made according to the needs and requirements. So students, after knowing about natural and synthetic fabrics, let's move towards traditional dresses. Traditional, the word traditional means something which is passed from one generation to next generation. And traditional dresses means the type of clothing which is being used since the time of our forefathers. They are being in use since the time of our forefathers. And these traditional dresses depict the culture and tradition of an area. There are different areas in the world and different type of people live in those areas, and all those people have different types of beliefs, traditions, etc. And so is the dresses. And that's why each and every community in the world has its own traditional dress. Now let me show you some traditional dresses of India. First one is of Gujarati, in which a woman is wearing a ghagra choli and man is wearing a kurta and dhoti. So this ghagra choli and kurta dhoti is a traditional dress of Gujaratis. Similarly, you can have a look at the traditional dress of Marathis, Tamil, Bengalis, etc. These are the different traditional dresses which are being worn in India. And just like India, there are different traditional dresses which are being used worldwide. So students, moving further, let's come to our next topic, which is care of clothes. How should we take care of our clothes so that they remain in good condition and last long? So the first one is that we should wash our clothes nicely with good soap or detergent so that all the dirt, sweat and stains are removed from them and they remain neat and clean. And second point says woolen and silk clothes should be dry cleaned instead of washing them in water. Woolen and silk clothes should be dry cleaned because they are very delicate and they need special care. And the next one says that woolen and silk clothes should be stored with mothballs or dried neem leaves along with them, because these two things helps to keep the insects away. Woolen and silk clothes are often prone to insects. They attract insects. Therefore, dried neem leaves or mothballs should be kept in them to keep them clean and fresh. And the last point is dirty clothes should never be stored. We should never store dirty clothes in our cupboard. We should always keep clean clothes in our cupboard after washing them, ironing them nicely. We should keep them in our cupboard. And lastly, we should always wear clean clothes because clean clothes keeps us healthy and happy, and they also makes us look nice and pretty. So students, this was all in this chapter. Hope you must have understood everything nicely. We'll meet you on the next turn. Till then, take care of yourself and of course of your clothes also.